Hello and welcome to TTV News with some latest events in the province and across the country. Ladies and gentlemen, in his directive speech at the National Conference on studying and thoroughly understanding the resolution of the 11th plenum of the 13th Party Central Committee on the morning of April 16, General Secretary Cholam emphasized the 11th plenum of the 13th Central Committee was a historic event, making crucial and breakthrough decisions for a new stage of the revolution. It created fresh momentum and new energy for the comprehensive renewal efforts, steering the country into a new era of development.
The General Secretary instructed that following the conference on levels of the party committees and organization must continue to study deeply and further grasp the content of the resolution and develop specific plans and programs of action for its implementation. Regarding the three general requirements, the General Secretary proposed that the highest political determination must be established in the leading and directing the implementation of the resolution. He stressed that it is a revolution in reorganizing the apparatus, administrative units, and reforming and innovating for national development. The implementation must proceed with both speed and order, carefully, thoughtfully, methodically, without haste or subjectivity, and with prioritized steps, ensuring its task is well completed and carried out in accordance with the proper procedures and regulations. General Secretary Cholam called on enhancing information dissemination and public communication to foster the societal consensus and fully promoting the people's right to mastery and respecting and listening to the people's opinion. Concerning about the key issues that need special attention, the General Secretary clearly stated that the policy of reorganizing administrative units and building a two-tier local government system stems from a long-term strategic vision for the country's development, and it requires unity in awareness and ideology, a spirit of self-transcendence, and the willingness to sacrifice individual interests for the common good of the nation.
On April 14, General Secretary Cholam signed and issued Directive Number 45 of the Politburo on organizing party congresses at all levels in preparation for the 14th National Congress of the Communist Party of Vietnam, scheduled to take place in early 2026. This is a significant political event, ushering in a new era, the era of national resurgence. According to the directive, grassroots-level party congresses must be completed by June 30, 2025. Congresses at intermediate higher levels, including Khmer Rouge and special zone levels, must be completed by August 31, 2025. Party congresses under the direct authority of the Central Committee must be completed by October 31, 2025. Each congress should not last more than 2 to 4 days, depending on the level, with preparatory sessions limited to no one than half a day. The congresses will review the 2020-2025 term, outline the direction for the 2025-2030 term, discuss draft documents to be submitted to the 14th National Congress, and elect new party executive committees. In areas undergoing consolidation or mergers, the congresses will focus on two main tasks, with personnel appointments made by the immediate superior party committee. Directive Number 45 emphasizes the need for the congresses to be organized seriously on schedule, ensuring both qualities and democratic principles. The audience on the afternoon of April 16, National Assembly Deputy Hoàng Thị Thanh Thúy, Deputy Head of the Provincial Delegation of the National Assembly, held a voter meeting with representatives from local departments, sectors, and businesses ahead of the next session of the 15th National Assembly. Deputies Huỳnh Thanh Phương and Trần Hữu Hậu attended the meeting.
During the meeting, the provincial delegation briefed voters on the agenda of the upcoming section. Accordingly, this section of the National Assembly will consider and decide on amendments and supplements to several articles of the 2013 Constitution, the review and pass 30 laws and 7 resolutions, provide opinions on the 6 draft laws, and make decisions on the socio-economic issues, the state budget, oversight work, and other key matters. And these decisions will support the restructuring structuring and organization of the state apparatus as well as the country's socio-economic development. At the meeting, the voters proposed that the National Assembly should prioritize reviewing and amending the Constitution. They emphasized that the development of the legal system must be swift, accurate, efficient, and rounded in reality to effectively drive the country's socio-economic progress.
Ladies and gentlemen, a large number of party officials, members, and people are excited and united in their belief that the 11th Central Committee meeting was truly historic, arising historical decisions in this new revolutionary phase of our country. General Secretary Tolam emphasized many countries in the Central Committee suggested that the Politburo officially recognized this as a historical meeting, discussing decisions that are critical to the new phase of our revolution. Indeed, the 11th Central Committee meeting made groundbreaking strategic decisions, including the comprehensive reform of the political system and the unified direction for organizing local government at the two-tier level. After merging, the total number of administrative units at the provincial level will be 30 for cities and provinces, reducing the number of local administrative units at the commune level by 60 to 70%. There is widespread confidence that this decision will eliminate provincial fragmentation, creating a larger development space where regions can support each other, creating common momentum for all. The mergers of administrative units will create new spaces for all. For example, when Haiphong merges with Haikyong, Haiphong will have more room to spend. The entire Haikyong province will not only focus on urban areas, but also include agriculture and industry, which is a great mutual support. Similarly, Hưng Yên and Tai Binh, which rivers lack coastline, now have an expanded economic zone with both industry and coastal economy. This offers a broader perspective, not just limited to neighborhoods. During the 11th Central Committee meeting, our party directly addressed the reality that the current cumbersome machinery no longer fits the needs of our development stage. Therefore, the decision to move towards a two-tier local government system and eliminate the intermediate district level will streamline the administrative apparatus, making it more people-centered and efficient. This is exactly that people and businesses have been expecting. Standing at this historic threshold requires long-term vision and decisions of historical significance. The decisions made at the 11th Central Committee meeting once again reinforced public trust in the party's strong, systematic, and bold reform spirit. With these historic decisions, a streamlined, efficient, and effective political and administrative system will gradually taking steps. Alongside this, there is a strong sense of public trust and widespread social consensus, forming a solid foundation that will allow our country to confidently step into the next phase of powerful development.
And on the morning of April 16, in celebration of the Vietnam Book and Reading Culture Day and in honor of the 50th anniversary of the liberation of the South and the national reunification, Division No. 5 of the Army, in coordination with the Army Library, organized the opening ceremony of a book and newspaper exhibition, along with a thematic talk. In his opening remarks, Lieutenant Colonel Lê Đức Nhân, Deputy Political Commissioner of Division 5, emphasized that TVN aims to revisit the golden page of the national history, pay tribute to the generation who sacrificed for the independence and freedom, and awaken the national pride in every Vietnamese citizen. It also serves to raise awareness among the officers and soldiers about the important role of books in society and the value of reading. And on this occasion, the Army Libraries presented 200 books to the Division's library system. At the event, the delegates and officers of Division 5 listened to a thematic talk by Dr. Lê Doãn Hợp, former Minister of Information and Communications, titled Spirit of the Homeland, containing the glorious history, the Red Spring Victory of 1975.
After more than a year of construction, the Trung Hoa Tala Road project has now completed approximately 80% of its construction workload. The project is expected to be finished by June this year. It was a role for investment by the People's Committee of TayNinhTV Province for upgrade and expansion. The planned clearance and expansion area is 24 meters, accommodating for lanes of traffic. Recognizing the importance of this project to the province, the contractor mobilized maximum resources and organized simultaneous construction across the entire route immediately after breaking ground. Once completed, this road will facilitate smoother trade and goods exchange between Yumintau District and Hoa Thanh Thao. It is expected to significantly contribute to socio-economic development in the areas along the road in particular and in TayNinhTV Province as a whole. Ladies and gentlemen, in recent years, TayNinhTV Province has undergone a significant transformation in administrative reform, steadily building a more professional, modern, efficient, and effective government system. With a strong commitment to placing citizens and businesses at the center of service, local authorities across TayNinhTV have implemented numerous solutions to improve civil servant capacity, enhance public service quality, and strengthen grassroots justice.
Thanks to the close attention and direction from the Provincial Party Committee, the People's Council and the People's Committee, alongside the state-level engagement from various sectors, TayNinhTV has made notable progress in administrative reform, and these efforts have helped improve the business environment indicators and increase the public satisfaction with public services. In 2023, TayNinhTV ranked for the 20th out of the 63 provinces in the Provincial Competitiveness Index of PCI. The Satisfaction Index for Public Administrative Services improved by the 2 levels compared to 2022. And for the PAR Index, Public Administration Reform Index, we ranked for 45th over 63. And in 2024, we reviewed and simplified 7 administrative procedures, abolishing for 3 of them, and which is estimated to save around 9 billion Vietnam dong for the citizens and businesses. The provincial authorities regularly support and accompany the businesses, such as through the monthly business coffee forum, and this platform gathers enterprises with representatives from the provincial departments. And this event gathers enterprises with the representatives from the provincial departments and the People's Committee to promptly address their concerns, and it shows that the business environment is improving steadily. In 2024, TayNinhTV achieved 84% of digitalization of the administrative records and results, 17% utilization of the digitized information and data, ranked for the 10th over 63, and over 95% of administrative procedures were resolved on or ahead of schedule. And TayNinhTV views administrative reform as the key mission to enhance governance and create a favorable environment for the people and businesses. Measures taken include streamlining procedures, reducing paperwork, cutting processing times, and lowering the cost. The Provincial Public Administration Service Center has become a pivotal point for implementing and overseeing the one-stop-shop model, promoting the transparency in procedures handling. The province has accelerated the e-government and digital governance, integrating online public service for easier access, and this promotes transparency, prevents the corruption, and boosts public trust. TayNinhTV also emphasizes the transparency and enables citizens to oversight of the government operations. The channel suggests the TayNinhTV of 1022 hotline and TayNinhTV smart application have proven effective in enhancing public reaction with the authorities. The digital transformation has greatly improved management, electronic office system, and paperless meetings and online conferencing have made internal communications more efficient. And we also building shared database to integrate with the Smart Operations Center of IOC for data-driven leadership and a faster, more accurate decision making. And by 2025, TayNinhTV aims to fully operate level 4 online public services, improve user experience and accessibility, increase the full process usage rates, and strengthen the site management, prevent corruption, promote administrative reform, and improve the investment environment also. And TayNinhTV consistently ranks among the top of 30 provinces in terms of economic governance quality. Despite progress, there are limitations, including limited public awareness of reform policies, inconsistent with civil servant quality, slow processing of the land-related administrative procedures. Building an efficient, people-centered, modern government is a continuous journey, and recent strides in administrative reform prove that when a government commits to genuine reform for the benefit of its people, it fosters public trust, a solid foundation for sustainable local development.
Turn to other news. Ladies and gentlemen, on April 15, a delegation from the Ministry of National Defense conducted a final rehearsal for activities within the framework of the 9th Vietnam-China Border Defense Friendship Exchange in Lang Son Province. As part of the program, the working delegation from the Ministry of National Defense and leaders of Lang Son Province carried out a comprehensive rehearsal of on preparations for the upcoming events. These activities will take place at key locations including the Hữu Nghị International Border Gate area, Dong Trang Primary School, the border gas station at Hữu Nghị International Border Gate, and the Viettel Lang Son Logistics Park of the Military Industry and Telecommunications Group. The event will officially be held in Lang Son Province, Vietnam, and the Quang Trang Autonomous Region, China, on April 16 and 17, under the co-chairmanship of the Minister of National Defense from both countries.
According to the Ministry of Ethnic Affairs and Religions, as April the 13th, a total of 195,068 microchip and dilapidated houses have been supported for elimination nationwide. Of this, 93,370 houses have been completed and 101,698 are under construction. And also according to the Ministry, between April the 5th and the 11th, 3 additional provinces, including TayNinhTV, Tuyên Quang, and Lang Son, officially restructured their provincial level steering committees on housing elimination. At present, all localities are accelerating the progress to complete the eradication of microchip and dilapidated housing ahead of schedule, in line with the national plan.
Recently, the Ministry of Finance has received reports about the forgery of official documents, falsifiers and signatures of ministry leaders, and the creation of fake websites and fanpages impersonating the Ministry of Finance. These fake platforms have been used to trick people into transferring money to scammers. The ministry strongly advises citizens and businesses to remain vigilant against impersonation attempts exploiting the ministry name for fraudulent personal gain. The public is urged to be cautious and avoid transferring money to unknown individuals online. It also recommends that people and businesses enhance their awareness and take care when conducting financial transactions in cyberspace. If any signs of fraud are detected, individuals should report them immediately to relevant authorities to help prevent unnecessary losses. Ladies and gentlemen, environment that rekindles the prose of history in every Vietnamese heart. In TayNinhTV, the youth are writing the next chapter of patriotism in their own way through heartfelt rap melodies at the 2025 Festival of Revolutionary Song Propaganda Teams hosted by the Provincial Youth Union. The event gathered 11 performance teams from across the province, delivering artistic showcase rich in national pride and emotional depth. Each performance was carefully crafted, blending solo and group vocals, interpreted dance, costume, raps, and dynamic slashers. Every piece told a story through music about the party, President Ho Chi Minh, love for nation, faithful romance, and hope for the future. The participants put a lot of effort into their performances. Most of them truly convey the spirit of victory, pride, and determination to have TayNinhTV bloggers even more. With the theme The Youth of Titan proudly following in our forefathers' footsteps, featuring a medley of the sun in the shadows and continuing the story of peace, our team wanted to send a message. Today's young generation must always reflect on our history, cherish peace, and strive to build a prosperous future for our country. Far beyond just an artistic playground, the festival became a bridge between a glorious past and an impetuous present. In every melody was a tribute, in every dance step a promise that the youth of TayNinhTV will always honor and carry forward their elders' legacy, building their homeland with heart, intellect, and steadfast faith in Vietnam's future. And that's all for today, TTV News. Thank you for being with us and goodbye for now.